done, Richard.
I started judo, I was around 6 or 7. I was fine at that point, but when I got to about 9 I was getting a bit tubby and putting on some weight, and yeah, bullying could be a problem to a lot of kids, and it was for me. So yeah, judo gave me a good confidence as I was competing and winning, you know, medals and whatnot. So it gave me a lot of confidence to get started in martial arts. I was pretty nice, timid, didn't want to get into trouble, but trouble kind of found me. So it was definitely worth my time as a young boy learning martial arts. School life wasn't great for me. I had one school that I went to which was great, but I had to go to a few schools to find that one, and I excelled there really well. But the other schools, secondary and primary, there was lots of fighting and problems with other kids, just being kids and mean, you know. So yeah, I started to learn how to do striking arts as well, because the judo wasn't as well-rounded as needed for self-defense. Yeah, I always had a lot of friends, I suppose, growing up, and friends were quite important to me, the social aspect. Family life was normal as can be. You know, brother, sister, mum, dad. Dad passed away when I was young, but yeah, tried to still focus on martial arts to keep me sane. The gym was a big thing. Losing the weight as a teenager was important, and then after the teenage years, yeah, just started getting into the gym and fitness aspect. Yeah, martial arts was always the forefront, and then fitness just came hand in hand, really. I needed to be fit and strong to be fighting and competing, so yeah, I needed to lose weight and get myself into a more flexible and cardiovascular state, because I wasn't when I was a bit younger. So yeah, just the fitness and the martial arts and the gym pretty much was all I was doing most of the time. After my judo training, it closed down unfortunately, and I had a break, and then I had some trouble on the streets, and I needed to find somewhere, so I started karate. It didn't go down very well, I had a bad experience. It happens in certain martial arts places that it's not run as it should be. I've got a broken rib on my first or second lesson from an advanced student. So I spoke to a friend of mine, Brian Knapp, who's still a close friend and business colleague now, and he asked me to come and learn Muay Thai, and that would never happen, and it would be well structured. So I started Muay Thai, and that was my start really of more of a striking based martial art. I tried to learn to become a chef, but it was really unsociable hours, and friends and family were important, but I was constantly working. So I started to see that there was these young guys driving around in nice cars and wearing suits, so I got into sales and property and estate agency side of things. It really wasn't my thing as a person, as a character, but I learned a lot about life and business, so I don't regret that at all. It was definitely part of my journey to get where I've got, but yeah, it was an interesting path. From training different sporting environments and training for boxing and Muay Thai and MMA, the time came where I didn't want to compete anymore really. My last competition was a boxing bout when I was 33. I'm now 39, 40 next year, and I needed something where I could still train and fight hard, train hard and progress, and not have the pressure of competing. So Krav Maga for me seemed like the modern approach to street self-defense, and something that's really well-rounded. It's very similar almost to like my MMA training. I wanted something like that, but for street-based training, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's the sort of journey that I wanted to take, was Krav Maga. I've been training under Joel Bennett from Krav Maga Heimzut for quite some time now. We are visiting Israel next year for a training camp, and also celebrating Grandmaster Heimzut's 85th birthday, who's the big man himself. I was just a part-time personal trainer and instructor, sort of teaching martial arts and doing personal training as well. And then I really started to enjoy the martial arts and the teaching more than the personal training. and it just gradually went from sort of personal training being here and the martial arts being here, and just gradually changed completely. Now I only teach personal training to the odd couple of clients that I've had for many years, and we just enjoy the sessions and get along. But I don't really take on much personal training anymore. It just went from strength to strength really with the classes. I think people enjoyed the classes. As they got busier, I had to open up more classes, and it literally was starting from one member, and it just started to build from there. There's a massive difference between obviously being an instructor or running your own actual business. I was an instructor for somebody and the company, everything's taken care of, you just go and teach. Then when you start to build the members, you almost have to progress, otherwise it's just going to die. So naturally we just expanded and made sure that the members got what they wanted, and at the end of the day they got what they wanted by expanding themselves really. We had to get a bigger premises because hiring halls and schools or huts, and when I say huts, scout huts or whatever, it became more expensive because each hour that you're hiring for like 20-30 classes, it would just be ridiculous, where it just made sense to have one premises, one unit, one place, one gym where everything was under one roof. The travelling was minimal then, so we could get more classes back to back. So customers were happier, the instructors were happier. So it just naturally took shape from there, to be honest. My name is David Hall, founder of Modern Combat Martial Arts in London. I've been a martial artist for around 20 years. 10 years of that has been Krav Maga training, and I'm an instructor in Krav Maga as well under Krav Maga Heimzoo. You can visit our channel, Virtual Martial Arts, with my colleague Denison Mad Max Sutherland, and hopefully we'll see you on our next video.